On our second great journey, we are once again launching our best and bravest pilot, Jeb. He's been around since the very beginning,
Jeb.
along with Bill and Bob.
I hope
A
nothing
true
happens to
staple
him.
of the KSP universe.
Oh.
Jeb is the first Kerbonaut any aspiring program manager launches.
Poor Jeb. Can we get like a hug for Jeb? He's such a hardworking little fella.
He's also the bravest the entire program has to offer.
Yeah.
Smiling in the face of even the greatest catastrophe, and he's dead.
Oh my god, you killed him! Welcome back to another NEKO Reacts. I've never heard of Martin before, but I see RGB frog and my brain goes brrr. So let's take a look. Okay. What is this game? Oh, hello.
Hello again. Jeb here.
Hi.
Today, we'll be playing the greatest space disaster simulator to ever hit virtual store
Space
shelves.
Disaster Sim.
A game dedicated to constructing your own grand scientific endeavors, like how many Kerbals makes up an adequate crush space for this lander. A game that requires full activation of your frontal lobe. A game where ethics, morality...
Do you really think that any of us can activate our frontal lobes? I don't know about that one, but okay.
and the safety of your subjects take a backseat to science, exploration, and getting that bread. And a game where the inevitable catastrophic failure is often better than the mission itself. You may think that NASA has had some pretty terrible disasters over the years, but they have nothing on the Bean space program's preliminary rocket testing.
Oh my god,
This little guy made some poor decisions with the last remaining fuel, and has just been sitting here on his space chair, all alone, orbiting the sun. And he's been here for the last 78 years.
What?
Poor lad.
That's impossible.
You might be wondering where I am right now.
How do you look at that and go, poor guy? Nothing more, just poor guy. That kind of sucks. That sucks a lot. A what?
Well,
is this
I'm not on
game?
Kerbal. I'm also not on the moon.
No.
I'm not on Duna or Eve. Not
Saturn?
Drez, Bop, or Pop.
Mars?
Not even Tylo.
Okay.
Dickhead. I'm on a planet very, very far away.
Uh-huh.
A planet
Cue the
orbiting
Star
an
Wars
entirely
music.
different star to our own.
Oh.
An exoplanet.
Oh.
Proxima Centauri B.
Is this a real place?
You might also
Or
be
not.
wondering how I
don't
got
think
here.
it's real, but it
Well,
sounds
it's
real
quite a long
enough.
story.
Real in this game.
We've got rockets,
Oh my
massive
god.
catastrophic explosions, intense nuclear radiation, antimatter
God.
containment.
Let's not touch the nuclear radiation. I do like orb.
Touchy.
No touchy. What kind of? Oh my god, the transition. Hello. Hi. Is that the sun? What? That was the sun? I thought that was like just a. I thought that was just an effect. I'm concerned.
And encounters with KSP's deep
Why
space
is it a
tracking.
worm?
So buckle up, fuckos, because today we're going to the stars.
Being space program hard.
But before we begin,
Okay.
some rules.
Rules.
As you probably know, KSP only has this star, and no real
Yes.
means of getting to any
guess.
others, which means
I actually don't know anything about this game. I don't even know what it's called. So I guess we're gonna learn today. We're gonna learn today.
we'll need to add some mods.
Mods.
I'd like to demonstrate to both my PC and myself the concept of no pain, no gain.
There
So today
is
we're
no
jamming
pain,
as
no
many mods
gain.
as physically possible into the game. How many, you may be asking? Well, this
Oh
many.
god.
Lots if you're a new player, but really not that many if you're a true blue KSP gamer.
Oh
As
my
a side
god.
note, I tried desperately to get
That's
realism overhaul
a
and real solar
ton.
system to work properly with some form of progression to the warp drive, which is the only propulsion system that is actually fun to use for going interstellar distances.
Oh my
This would have made for an
gosh.
interesting challenge, as Earth is about 10
Did he
times
ever get
larger
it
than
to
Kerbal,
work?
and much, much harder to orbit.
Whoa.
What actually happened was I ended up with a horrible, unplayable, covered mess.
I'm so sorry that your mods are failing you this way, Martin. I apologize. I'm still learning your name, and this is my first impression of you. So, yeah, that sucks. Though actually, I'm kind of guilty of the same crime. Though I play RimWorld with like a couple hundred mods. I should stop now. I should stop judging. It's not fair for me to judge. I shouldn't talk anymore either. Don't out me for playing RimWorld.
Annoyingly, the way you're meant to play these mods is with RP1, a modified tech tree and contract system. However, this did not include a path to warp drive technology, so instead I used the community tech tree and hoped it would work.
Did it work?
It didn't.
No.
I streamed this horrible, several-hour-long suffering marathon, which ended in me restarting a save once after effectively being soft-locked from the game, and a second time after being cucked by several engine failures on my first try at an orbital flight.
That's a lot.
Burn time, I guess.
Oh my god.
Alright, we gotta light it immediately.
No!
Oh no! Alright.
Ow! I bumped my foot. Yeah. Oh, if you could leave a like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh my god, no.
How? Oh my god, he's just spiraling out of control. Okay, we've got the...
I remember why I don't like this chute.
Because
it's just a drogue chute. It's not an actual parachute.
Huh?
Oh my...
Wait, why is this a bad thing? It's got the chute open. What? Is this bad? Is it gonna end up bad? What's happening?
God. Oh no.
Oh. Nah, yeah, I got my answer.
Alright.
Yep.
I'm sure getting warp drive to work in this mode while keeping the game playable is possible, but I clearly lack this KSP knowledge.
How is that
so no
possible?
Earth. Back to
no
Kerbal.
Earth.
The mods that I actually have.
So we're leaving Earth for a better Earth, a smaller Earth, a more manageable Earth, a better Earth.
Added all sorts of cool and good stuff.
Well,
new parts, new features, new planets, tweaks to science, and...
That is so complex.
For actually getting to the other stars, we have acquired the warp drive.
What is the word?
This way we'll get there within a few weeks instead of 800 years.
Okay.
Also, warp drives are cool.
Yes,
okay.
They are.
Let us begin.
I love that he put this much effort in just so he could have his cool warp drive. I don't blame him though. I would do the same thing, especially if I was already as far into the mod hole as Martin was, honestly. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. And I know that you're also guilty of modding and wanting a specific mod to work, and so you keep working on it until it does. And then you have that one moment of just pure bliss that it finally worked. Yep. I should have heeded the warning.
So,
I should have heeded the warning.
We have a long road ahead of us. Our fledgling space program starts with a couple of bucks, some brave cobonauts, and several ex-war criminal rocket scientists. Our first rocket only has access to very basic parts. To access better parts, we must perform research and collect valuable data.
Okay, so this is like RimWorld, but a lot more chaotic to a degree. And 3D. Yes, I think. Maybe. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
In case you forgot, we have an exceedingly large pile of mods.
That is a lot
meaning
of mods.
The tech tree now expands very nice and fast. This is good because it gives us much more time for things to go terribly wrong.
Yeah.
The warp drive itself is all the way at the end
It's
for a
at the
cool 28,000 science points.
Oh
Our
my
first
God.
technologies
I would
cost
cry. I would
anyway,
cry.
enough babbling.
It's
On
at
to
the
constructing.
end.
Our first rocket has one goal. To tackle this great challenge, the Beam Space Program has created the most powerful nugget to ever be launched.
Its
name?
nugget.
Obama Prism.
It's not a prism. You know, that's fine though.
5,
Obama takeoff.
3,
07s.
2.
Nothing. Oh, there it is. I was like, wait, there's nothing happening. It said 5, 4, 3, 2, and I counted in my head. It would have been 1, and there was nothing. So I was like, is there a delay? It's up. I can confirm that is up. Now I have a question. What is this game about? Is it just space exploration? I've got questions. I do. I always have questions. I need answers. That is up. Oh, I want to go on a plane now. Not a rocket, a plane. Just a regular plane. I don't know if any of you have been been on a plane, but if you haven't, it's absolutely wonderful to get a window seat and just look out the window at the sky and like you can see the bend of the horizon. It's so pretty. I love it. Oh man, this game's gonna make me want to go on vacation. Oh, proper parachute? Is this the right one? Is he back? Ah, he's okay.
Very good.
Back, Obama.
Great success.
Yeah.
But how?
I don't know.
Alright, class.
How?
Listen up. Today, we're talking about solid rocket boosters.
Okay. As long as look, as long as there is no math that I have to do, I'll be okay. Don't make me do math. I don't like math. I never will like math. I don't care how smart I am. I just don't like math. Please don't make me do math.
Great and powerful vehicle, Obama Prism, uses a weird little
Yes.
solid rocket booster to propel itself upwards. But what is a solid rocket booster?
I don't know. One that works?
Well, a solid rocket booster is a booster that uses a solid fuel.
I
know. I wouldn't have figured that one out
crazy.
either. The solid fuel is made up of an oxidizing agent and a fuel.
Whoa!
Think of it like a
that's
high-powered
actually
explosive
really cool.
that explodes gently. When it's lit,
I really like the visuals that Martin's putting in the videos while he's talking. That's actually quite nice and very helpful. Surprisingly educational, even. I can see why it's been highly recommended.
the rocket burns this fuel and creates a very hot gas.
Yes.
Now, Kevin, please remind the class about Newton's third law.
Best way to explain
Every
anything.
action. Okay, Kevin, I'm gonna need you to be quiet. I
Kevin,
did not
shush.
ask. Anyway, Newton at one point was like, every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
When you push,
Basically, push
it
on
push
something,
back.
and the thing pushes back.
unless you're a cat.
This principle is how literally everything
I
moves.
will, but you know.
Your car pushes the ground,
Yeah.
which pushes back on the car.
Yeah.
An airplane pushes the air. The air pushes the plane.
Oh, this is very
Simple.
interesting. Yeah.
So, when the hot
Yep.
gas shoots out one
Sure.
end, what happens to the rocket?
It goes
It goes forward. Shut up, Kevin! It goes forward in the opposite direction of the gas, thus
Oh my
creating
God.
thrust. So, when we smash that space bar,
Yes.
the rocket goes up. Incredible.
Oh, you have to actually like manually press your space bar to launch. That's actually quite cool. I like that.
Class
Hello,
dismissed.
Obama. Launch 2. Okay, what's this one for?
So, we've done our first
Is he
launch,
collecting
got our first bit of
anything?
science, and completed our first contract.
So, I've got a question. When you're sending your little guy into space, what is he doing up there? Is he just like going up and then coming back down? Or is he collecting things? What is the purpose of sending things to space in this game?
Very good.
Very good.
Next step is to leave the atmosphere of Kerbal and hopefully make it back in one piece.
Oh!
To do this, we'll need to create the most powerful
thought he
rocket
already made it
ever
back.
built.
In-
Obama Prism 2. It's a very complex
More-
and intricately engineered rocket.
It
We
looks
get Obama Prism
extremely
1, then attach 4 more
complex.
boosters to it. Engineer. The boosters have no decouplers between them.
God!
So to get them to separate, we'll use the next
This is a very complex design. There are 4 boosters, not 1, 4.
booster to explode the spent booster.
Therefore, it's expensive.
You'll see what I mean. Let's launch.
Ooh.
On our second great journey, we are once again launching our best and bravest pilot, Jeb, He's been around since the very beginning,
Jeb.
along with Bill and Bob.
I hope
A
nothing
true
happens to
staple
him.
of the KSP universe.
Oh.
Jeb is the first Kobonaut any aspiring program manager launches.
Poor Jeb. Can we get like a hug for Jeb? He's such a hardworking little fella.
He's also the bravest the entire program has to offer,
Yeah.
smiling in the face of even the greatest catastrophe. And he's dead.
Don't. Oh my God! You killed him. Will he never spawn back? Is he gone forever? By Jeb, killed in Mach 2 collision with water. I'm sorry, Jeb. I'm sorry we couldn't do better. I'm sorry. You were such a happy man. You were just doing your job.
To those who have played this game before, you may just say, oh well, revert the flight and do it again.
Okay. But
How?
oh,
That's right, the game is set to hard, which means no reverting to mission assembly, no quick saving, and no crew respawning.
Oh, so it's like, it definitely, okay. So it's definitely like RimWorld in the way that if you choose a specific mode, you cannot save, you cannot go back, you save upon quitting. That's really it, yeah. Anyone who plays RimWorld knows what I'm talking about. I just forgot the name for it. I apologize. Poor Jeb.
So Jeb
He's
is
gone
actually
forever.
dead.
Aww.
Forever. But why is Jeb dead?
Because you killed him.
Okay, class, sit down and
Why'd
buckle
you
your
kill him?
buckles. In this lesson, we're doing aerodynamic stability, and what even is space anyway?
What is
So what
space?
actually happened?
I don't know.
Well, if we rewind the video, you'll notice a
tell me,
minute and
please,
difficult
Martin.
to catch detail that led to Jeb's death.
Uh-huh.
If you look really close, you can
Yeah.
see he smashes into the water at several times the speed of sound.
Yeah. It's a really small
Interesting.
detail.
But why?
I don't know.
Passive aerodynamic stability. I want you to imagine a dart flying through the air.
Yep.
The dart can only point in one direction, forward. If you try throwing a dart backwards, it'll just go and point forwards again.
Yep.
This is because a dart has wings at the back and its mass at the front.
Oh man, I really love how he's explaining everything. I do. I'm like trying not to interrupt him because I just want to listen. It's great.
The dart is passively stable when flying forwards and unstable when flying backwards.
Ooh. Oh.
Similar situation with
Oh
the
God,
late
don't do
Obama
that.
Prism 2.
No.
The mass is concentrated towards the front of the vessel where the capsule is,
Poor
and the
Obama.
little wings act to keep it stable in the forward direction. Unlucky for us, this direction also happens to make the capsule very aerodynamic, i.e. it doesn't slow down.
Yeah, no,
As
it
we
doesn't look
re-entered
like
the
it
atmosphere,
is.
the little reaction wheels in the capsule kept it pointing backwards. But once the air got thicker, it pushed on the wings and forced the ship into a nosedive.
Yeah.
Once in this position,
And
the
it's
craft
gonna go
acts very much
faster
like a
because of
dart.
that. Because it's like if you were to drop a dart from a really like tall building, it would only accelerate and therefore cause more damage upon impact.
And doesn't slow down enough to open the parachute, ending with
Aw.
Jeb smacking straight into the water at
No,
twice
at
the speed of
least it-
sound. Rest in
At
peace,
least it
Jeb.
was, yeah. At
Before
least it was
Jeb
a
met with
quick
the ocean
death.
at Mach 2, he managed to fly completely out of the atmosphere, topping out at over 100 kilometers.
Hey,
In
let's
KSP, the atmosphere
go!
ends at exactly 70 kilometers.
Wait, do you actually have to wait? How long do you have to wait for them to exit the atmosphere? How long does that take?
You can easily tell when you're there, because the music goes like... On Earth, it's a little less clear-cut, because there are technically air molecules all the way up past 400 kilometers, but the generally agreed upon altitude that space begins is 100
hello.
kilometers.
Why is there one?
known as the
Okay,
Kármán
never
line.
mind.
So why is this important?
Who cares?
Well, we'd like to get to orbit eventually, which
I
means we'll need to be
do. I
traveling
have
really
curious-
fast in one direction.
Curiosity.
Air doesn't like it
Okay.
when you go through it really fast, so we avoid the air altogether by going up nice and high. Air doesn't reach higher up because Kerbal's gravity pulls it all down to the surface. Also, Kevin, please just be quiet next time. The class is trying to learn.
Stop! My name isn't Kevin. I'm only talking because I'm interested. Okay, Martin.
Anything, bro. Shut up! Just shut up. Class dismissed.
Stop. The third launch. Okay. Please tell me
Second
he
launch
doesn't
down.
kill. Oh,
Less
he's gonna
successful
kill
than the
them.
first, but we still made money. Jeb may be dead,
Yes.
but we got that bread.
Oh,
Next up,
that's a
we're
lot,
actually going to invest our
actually.
research into better parts to avoid our previous
Yeah.
mistakes.
Of course.
Our next rocket
that
is
way
even
no
more
Jeb
powerful
will
than
die.
Obama Prism 2.
What is that?
Obama Prism 3.
3.
I'll just cut to the chase. Obama Prism 3
Yeah.
didn't make it.
Oh.
To orbit, that is.
Oh.
Don't worry, Valentina
Oh.
is still alive.
Okay.
We didn't have enough
Oh.
fuel to reach orbit, so we turned around, ditched the tank, and splashed down in the water.
Oh, okay. She's
Without
alive.
exploding.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's
We didn't
good.
die. But
We're
we also
good.
didn't make it to orbit. Why?
Don't get mad at Valentina for that. Okay.
Okay, class,
She's
keep
just
those
doing her
fuckers
job.
buckled. Today, we're learning basic orbital
I'm
mechanics,
buckled, okay?
among some other things.
Mm-hmm.
First off, why do we shoot parts off the rocket? Why not instead just make a long noodly rocket?
Isn't it to... Okay, this is a long shot. I don't know much about rockets. But when they loose one off, isn't it to increase the propulsion so they have less weight to carry? That way they're able to breach, well, for lack of better words, breach the atmosphere. They're able to, go past it.
Rocket that has all the fuel
Right?
in a single tank.
I'm sure he's
I'll
gonna
tell you
explain
why.
it right now.
Mass.
Yeah,
When these tanks are empty, they still contribute mass to the vessel.
they're heavy.
Hey, psst, hey, Kevin. What equation is Newton most famous for?
Oh my god.
That's right. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Sure. Oh my
If we
god.
do some high-level algebra, we can rearrange this and get acceleration is force divided by mass.
Yes.
When the mass
yes,
is
you
lower,
can.
the acceleration is higher. Thus, eliminating excess mass makes
Yep.
you go faster.
So exactly what I
Very
said.
nice.
Okay.
After ditching our first 3
Look at
solid
that.
rocket boosters,
I'm secretly a genius. Not really. It's kind of obvious. If you know basic logistics, it's not that hard to figure out.
stages, we get this special engine on our last stage.
Yeah.
This is a liquid-fueled engine. Instead of burning a solid propellant, it mixes fuel and
Because the
oxidizer
liquid
inside the engine
is
to
lighter
create the
than
hot gas.
solids.
Liquid engines are much more efficient than solid boosters and can be throttled and even turned off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, solid boosters can't be turned off. Once you start
They
them,
just
they
go.
go. And go.
They go.
And go.
They go.
Liquid-fueled
Oh,
engines
ooh.
are pretty cool, but they come with a
Yeah.
price. Literally.
Oh.
Just the engine,
That's
without the
expensive,
fuel on this
okay.
rocket, costs as much as all 3 of the solid rocket boosters combined.
Oh
So solid
my
boosters
god.
make economical sense for sections that don't need the greatest efficiency.
Yeah.
Now,
that
of
looks
course,
like a pretty
the
sturdy
elephant in the room.
rocket, not gonna lie.
No, not that elephant. He's purely ornamental. Our failure to reach orbit.
The
Gravity.
ornamental elephant!
Gravity pulls at all objects with mass. Our spacecraft has mass,
Oh god.
thus it is subject
Hi.
to gravity. Wow. Gravity
That's
pulls with a
crazy.
force depending on how far
I had no idea that gravity had a part in this. That's insane.
away from the body you are. If the mass
I
and
love this
distance are kept
video.
constant, the force is also kept constant. Meaning, if you can generate enough force in the opposite direction,
Yeah.
you can fly.
Yeah.
Now, of course, there are many ways to
If you generate the same amount of force in both directions, you're not flying per se, you're just kind of levitating, existing, but we don't talk about that.
Dude, really? You're just gonna fucking stand there? Come on,
Yes!
get out of here.
He's the ornamental elephant!
As I was
Okay,
saying,
that scared
there
me.
are
I'm sorry,
many,
I didn't
many
mean to
ways
scream.
to generate force. Wings, brakes, engines, parachutes, magnets, electric fields, mass, just straight up pushing on shit.
So much
You get the
math.
idea. But today we want to look at centripetal and centrifugal forces. Both of these
Ooh, I
forces
know those
exist when something is
words.
rotating.
Yeah!
Well, technically centrifugal force doesn't actually exist, but I'll leave that as an exercise for you to explain. Answer
I'm
in the
not gonna
comments.
explain that.
Do it
No.
now.
No.
The common example is a ball on the end of a string.
You guys
Centripetal
can,
force
though.
is the force that the string exerts
Explain it in the comments, okay? Do it.
on the ball, while centrifugal force is the force that the ball experiences in the opposite direction. Now, how does this
Yeah.
relate to Obama Prism 3?
Well,
Well, as you probably have experienced,
see.
the faster you spin a ball in a string, the harder it pulls away from you.
oh my god,
This means
he's
that our
gonna rip
imaginary
it apart.
centrifugal force is increasing. Once it goes past
It's
the
gonna
force
fly
generated
off,
by
it's gonna go
gravity, we
new.
achieve orbit. But we didn't do that, so
Nope.
on to...
Wait, he just explained all of that to go, well, none of that was really relevant. I just wanted to explain it. Oh my gosh, I am loving this entire video so far. I have a lot of questions about this game, but I also do relate to a lot of things regarding the game because it reminds me of RimWorlds, which is a game I actually quite love. Oh, so much.
For this mission, we're going with a complete redesign.
Yeah.
We've ditched the Obama Prism
It's a schmeeness.
nomenclature.
Nomenclature.
We've ditched the Obama Prism and
Yeah.
moved on to casting couch. Oh, yep. It's got thicker thighs and more rocket juice for the liquid
casting
stage.
couch. Okay.
Hopefully this
yeah.
time, we'll reach orbit. Let's launch.
I hope it will. I don't think it'll work. Oh, maybe it will though. Hopefully nobody dies. Hopefully. Okay. Almost there. Oh! Wait. Oh. I don't know. I can't tell. Oh, it looks like it. So in this game, do you chart a course for where you want your rocket to go? And that's how you're able to, well, control/maneuver it? Or do you actually have to do all the math and calculations behind that too? Oh, Valentina's the pilot again, I think. So are we just trying to get out
would
in
you look
orbit?
at that? An actual orbit.
Oh!
We've done it, lads. We'll be at Proxima Centauri in no time.
Ah!
But we're just about out of fuel, so we'll deorbit.
Oh, they're out of fuel. Huh? Oh my, that's terrifying. I would have a. Why is she
Wow,
smiling?
would you look at that? It's hot.
It is
Very
hot.
hot, in fact.
It's
So hot that
extremely
it's
hot.
learning time.
It's time for class. I freaking love this. This is great. I am not against this at all. Learning time.
Friction.
Yeah.
Friction is all around us.
We all know what that is.
Have you ever walked?
Yep.
Friction. Moved in a car and then stopped moving in a car?
I don't drive, but yeah.
Rub two metal plates together so hard they form a robust friction weld?
That hurts
Friction.
my ears, though.
That last one is important.
Yeah.
It demonstrates how friction generates lots of heat.
It does.
So tell me, Kevin, why is there a giant
My
plasma
name
flare
isn't
around
Kevin.
a casting couch? Friction?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I won't say anything anymore. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
In case you didn't realize,
Mhm.
our craft is moving really, really fast.
Yeah.
Over 2,000 meters per second, in fact.
It's
Which translates
it's
to
a
roughly
lot.
32,927 Big Macs stacked vertically every single second.
That's a lot of Big Macs.
Pretty quick. As you can imagine, this means we have lots of kinetic energy. If you've ever...
How are you going to make that slow down? Like, in a scenario where you're in a spacecraft, how are you going to get that to slow down? You don't... to the best of my knowledge, he doesn't have anything to counter that speed, right?
Ever ridden a bike with disc brakes, you'd know that
I
using the
don't like
brakes
bikes.
converts
I'm
your
actually
speed
scared of
into
them.
heat within the brakes.
Genuinely, I'm scared of
fuck.
bikes. Oh,
Exact
that
same
hurts.
principle here, just with much more speed. The amount of kinetic energy something has is related to the
Oh.
square of the velocity.
Yeah.
This sounds kind of
that
complicated, but
little
it just
annoying
means
number.
that when you double your speed, you quadruple your energy.
Yep.
So casting couch has a huge amount of energy.
I love how Martin actually just explains things and then he goes out of his way to layman term it for anyone to understand. It makes soaking everything in so much easier for literally everyone. This guy has to have been a teacher in his past or something like that. I know this is a crazy revelation and I'm probably not going to be shocked if I read the comments after this and they're all like, yeah, he used to be a professor, blah, 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 or he was a teacher, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to be surprised. I'm just impressed.
Hence, when it slows down, giant plasma flare.
Lots.
Nice.
Yeah.
No.
Did she
No.
live? Oh, she's
Launch
alive.
5 is
Okay,
boring.
Valentina's alive. Oh, okay, no more launch.
In Launch 5, we did a quick shoot past the moon.
Oh.
We got some decent science, but it was boring. Now we're on Launch 6.
So
The
they
goal of
did
Launch
science.
6 is simple. Land on the moon
That's all.
and come back.
Claim
So the-
it. Claim the moon. Put your flag there. Wait, can you put a flag on the moon? Please. That would be funny. That would be funny to lay claim to the moon.
This job, we have yet again created the most
again.
powerful rocket ever built. Obama Prism
5?
4.
4.
This
okay,
rocket uses
4.
2 SRBs
I was
mounted to a
assuming
large
5.
inner stage.
Sorry. I
The
forgot
upper
the
stage
last one
has a
was
special
couch.
liquid engine and a lot of fuel for it to drink.
Something like that.
Let's launch.
I love this. This is great. You would think... Hiccups, apologies. You would think that the explosion of them just kind of like, you know, well, exploding would damage the rocket, but it doesn't, which is quite surprising because I would feel that realistically some of the shrapnel could have possibly scratched it, but I guess it is a rocket. It's made to withstand a lot. Anyways. I love this. This is great. Have I never heard of this game before? I play RimWorld, and I don't know this game? That's kind of shocking for me.
Orbit achieved, but we keep going.
Okay, so he wants to orbit him. Okay, I see this. I see where it's going. Oh, that's a far way away. Okay. That is so cool. Yo, me and Valentina got the same expression. Oh my god. Where is he landing? Oh, can you colonize the moon? That would be so cool. Yeah, she's alive. They're alive. They're on the moon.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. One small step for green people. One giant leap for green people.
We've done it.
There's a flag. I love it. Oh, the fun mod from King. Oh
Valentina
my
hops
God.
out the pod
Final
and plants
Fantasy.
our first extraterrestrial flag.
Yeah. The only flag.
What do we say in this great and profound moment? Do we honor the engineers and scientists that brought us here? Do we honor the late Obama Prism 2 and Jeb?
Poor
Do we
Jeb.
thank our pet goldfish for giving us the
all for
strength to
Jeb.
continue when we needed it most?
No, the pet goldfish is resembling of the brain cell that I have left. Don't do that. It's for Jeb.
No.
No?
Instead, we carefully inscribe the plaque with PP.
Obama? Ah,
Poo-poo.
I was close.
Come.
I did say Shminis.
Astounding.
It is. I was close. Oh my God. It's so anticlimactic. Valentina's just by herself, chilling, walking around. Yep. We're on the moon. What next? I don't know.
Okay, I'm bored. Let's go home.
Wait! So you go to the moon and then you're like, okay, we put a flag there. Goodbye. Okay. How's he have enough fuel to go home? Because that's a lot. I would assume a lot. No materials collected? None of that? Ooh, inside. I like the inside. I hope she doesn't die. I hope she comes back home safe. Why do I care about a little green character? I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't want to see another Jeb incident. Oh! Hey! Okay, maybe. I think Martin's gonna get her home safe. She'll be fine. Yeah! There we go. Oh, there we go. Right? Oh. My heart almost stopped. Because at the beginning of the video, it showed one of them blowing up upon contact because they were going too quick. And I may or may not have forgot that that had already happened and that it wasn't going to happen again. But that's okay. We don't need to talk about that. I have long and short-term memory loss issues. Forgive me. Hey, she's alive though. That's all that matters. What did we get from going to the moon? Other than self-satisfaction?
And didn't die.
Yeah.
But how? No, that's enough.
Yeah,
I would do the next lesson, but it looks like we're out of time. And more importantly,
really?
I'm getting a little sick of it.
Oh.
So it looks like we'll have to wait for next episode.
Oh,
that's right.
There's another.
There will be another episode.
Yay!
But you might need to wait.
I love this. Oh,
in the meantime,
okay.
subscribe to my channel.
Yeah. Please leave a like and subscribe.
All of the career gameplay
He's still holding the gun. Please.
in this video is taken from YouTube live streams I've been doing.
Oh.
This video only covered what happened in my first stream. As of
that's
recording,
so
I've actually
sweet.
done 4. But to be perfectly honest, they're basically the same as the first one.
I love
If
that.
you desperately need to watch them, they can all
That's
be found in the
great.
KSP stream section on the Discord. The next streams I do will involve other planets and going to them, so stay posted for that.
The moon was
I'll also be doing
the sun.
KSP weapons development streams,
My
where you can
eyes.
send in your crafts and
Okay.
I'll have them fight each other.
Oh.
If this sounds interesting
That
to you,
looks sick.
join the Discord.
Yeah.
I'll make a KSP craft channel that you can stick them in. Just
I
remember to
love
read
how
the
he's
craft
so
submission guidelines
educational.
before submitting
This
it.
was a great first introduction to Martin.
If this doesn't sound
Please.
interesting to you, join the Discord anyway.
Yeah.
So that does it.
Yeah, join the Discord. I yap a lot. You should join the Discord. There's nothing wrong with the Discord. You should just join it. There's a lot of things that happen in the Discord. You should join the Discord. Okay?
KSP, the best space game.
KSP.
Join my Discord,
That's
watch my
the
piss cover
name.
streams,
Okay.
and contribute to the downfall of civilized society as we know it.
Okay. Thank you for tuning in to another NEKO. I've got a pretty important question. How many of you have played RimWorld? And have you played KSP? What were your experiences? Let me know in the comments below. Until then, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Mata ne! Bye bye!